but now they tell me I switched up. Take this backwood to the face, then grab my cup. Shawty say she coming through, she on her way to fuck. It's a lot of lust, not a lot of love. Ayy, I stack it up, can't get enough. Seeing shorty with you, she look at me and she blush. I'm a jiggy nigga, I don't take her out to lunch. It's a lot of lust, not a lot of love. Ayy.
Exotic Stories. Whisper of the Worm. The whisper. Can you hear it? It calls from Io, the moon of Jupiter. It speaks of a name. One name. His name. Zol. His whispers gathered us here, the last place the traveler touched before coming to Earth. Why here? Why us? Is he trying to tell us something? Is he trying to corrupt us? Or is it some form of higher power? How has Zol contacted us? He was destroyed back on Mars by us and the worm-eyed Rasputin. But as the Hive scriptures say, death is a road. Through his magic, Zol enticed us with a weapon of staggering power, a weapon long rumored to be destroyed. This weapon had many forms: a hammer, a spindle, and now a whisper of a long-dead worm god. Zol was one of 5 worm gods, the others being Akka, the worm of secrets, Ir, the keeper of order, Ur, the ever-hunger, and Yul, the honest worm. Akka had long been dead due to the Taken King Oryx stealing its power. Fear for its own death, Zol made a pact with Noctis, one of Oryx's many children. They fled to Mars, hoping to conquer it. They were met by resistance. Rasputin had stopped them. Lying dormant for centuries, Zol and Noctis reawakened when the traveler awoke. Eventually, he came to Mars, and destroyed both Noctis and Zol with the help of a newly forged Valkyrie from Rasputin. This is when the whisper started calling us to Io, where Taken Blight lay. We have dealt with this before, but it felt different. It felt more powerful. Soon, new Taken spawned from the darkness of the Blight. Enemies we had killed long ago had returned, and they were now baptized in darkness and shadow. Among them were 3 familiar faces: Drevis, the Baroness of the Wolves; Valis Ta'Ark, the leader of the Siege Dancers; and Urzok, the Hated. From this, a portal appeared in which we were transported to Sector, lost by man, the Grove of Ulantan. It was there another blight appeared. Destroying it led to a path yet traveled. We found a massive Vex structure deep in the core of Io. The Taken had found this and claimed it as their own. As we grow closer, the whispers call out, "You shall drift. There is no light here." We follow the whispers as we traverse the landscape and come across the 3 familiar faces. We slay them, and as promised, we gain a weapon, the whisper of the worm. Come to find out, we realized that the weapon was Zol himself. He based this on a popular Hive concept, the sword logic. The sword logic entails that, once defeated, any Hive god can still live on. They shall live on inside their killer, so in that way, they will be corrupted and carry on their work. This is why Zol had called us here. The weapon whispers to us once more. A guardian's power makes a rich feeding ground. Do not be revolted. There are parasites that may benefit the host, with teeth sharper than your own. Zol, the will of thousands, perished but was not destroyed. The might which defeats a god is also the ambrosia that the god craves, the meat-sweet logic of existence asserted by violence. In dying, I fed richly I wanted to become a rule which divided the mighty living from the mighty dead. I shall be an engine to make your hegemon over your conditions. It bellowed. Wield me, and use me to test your foe. But the Guardian didn't listen. The Guardian would never listen. He will never be taken by the darkness, no matter what. He would make sure that Soul will never corrupt him and take over the light. For letting Zol take over the light was to admit defeat to even one of the most weakest enemies.
Hey, 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 get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon. I fucked your thought, she gave me top, I guess that's my confession. Got